friends, it's Amy from Attainable Hospitality here, and today I really just wanted to talk about strategizing food prep, whether you're making just food for your own family, food for a party, food for other families. It helps so much when you plan ahead. It doesn't take a lot of planning, but a little bit of planning, and you can do a whole lot of food prep all at once and knock out several meals worth of veggies. That's what we're working on today, or maybe it's fruits or meats or whatever. But when you take the time and step back for a second, you can be a lot more efficient and do a lot more when you just kind of do it all at once, knock it all out. Because I know I'm busy. I'm a mom. I'm a wife, daughter, friend, all those things, and I can use all the help I can get as far as efficiency goes. It's kind of funny. I have such a limited amount of time where I could actually do a video or do anything like that. I'm squeezing these videos in where I can. And so I got all my kids out of the house. They're at the park. And then my husband decides to come home for lunch, which is great. I'm so happy he had that opportunity. But it's really funny, and it goes to show how our lives are messy, our lives are unpredictable, and the more we can do to help ourselves, I think the less crazy we'll be. I don't know, I'm pretty crazy. So anyway, what I have here is an array of veggies I'm going to be cutting up and containers that I'm going to be putting them in. So what I like to do when I've got like a big meal project, or or if I just want to knock out several meal preps all in one so that I don't have to worry so much the next day or the day after, I kind of make a list of what veggies am I doing, what am I doing in common. So for example, onions. I'm doing onions in a lot of different dishes, and if I cut all my onions up at the same time and distribute them appropriately, then I'm not like cutting an onion, cutting a tomato, cutting my herbs, and then washing my cutting board and starting over, and then cutting onion, cutting a different herb. I'm maximizing my efficiency because I'm just cutting onions, and then I'm cutting tomatoes, and I'm cutting my parsley, cutting cilantro, and I don't normally do like this post-it note system, but I did for the sake of the video. So I've got just some post-it notes by each of my containers, and I made a list of what I'm going to put in to each one, and that way as I'm chopping stuff up, I can make sure I hit everything and remember. So if you're scatterbrained or maybe new to this sort of thing, then the post-it note system might work for you. So we're having tacos for supper tonight, so I'm going to be making a few fresh dishes for that. I'm also going to be taking a taco meal to friends tomorrow. My friend, she had a baby recently, and her husband's leaving town, and so for the first time she'll be alone with all 3 kids, including a newborn. So trying to do what I can to make her life a little easier. So I'll be doing tacos for us, tacos for her. I will be doing some vegetables in preparation for a cabbage and kielbasa dish tomorrow. And then I'm also cutting up vegetables to make a chicken soup, also to take to my friend, because I'm making chicken stock today. So it just all kind of, goes hand in hand. If I'm making the broth, I may as well make a batch of soup to go along with it and take it to a friend, and then I'll still have some stock left for myself. So I am going to do some chopping, and then I will show you what I've got. All right, so I survived all of that. It took me about 45 minutes to, since I stopped the last video and started this one. So I was able to do quite a bit of cutting and prep, and really maximize my time so that I have more time to do other fun things like clean or chase little boys or whatever. So let's start here. So I have my scrap bowl here. It's nice to just have a bowl next to you on the counter when you're chopping, because why walk to the garbage can if you have to walk to the garbage can, depending on your kitchen layout. So just put a bowl on the counter and drop your scraps in. And yeah, so I have a little taco bar, topping bar here. I forgot to chop the olives before I started this video, so I will I will be doing that next. And I also forgot to grab some lettuce from the garden, so I'll be adding some lettuce and olives, and we will have basically a little taco topping bar that will last us at least a couple meals. And then another one of our favorite toppings is this fresh corn salsa that I made, and I'll be taking some of that and our guacamole and putting it in containers to take to Monica tomorrow. So this will be at least a couple meals worth for us, and hopefully at least a meal and a half for her. I did kind of a mini taco topping bar, as you can see, for Monica, just in this little cupcake container, so that she has some fresh stuff she can just toss on. Let's see, I got lime juice for my fish, so I'll be tossing that on some fish before I cook it for tacos. A crema, which is just sour cream, lime zest, and lime juice. I got all my soup ingredients, my onions, carrots, celery, and parsley. And then inside of my pressure cooker, I've got some onions, tomatoes, garlic, salt, and I'll add a little bacon and some of my dried beans and water, and I will make some beans for tonight and also for Monica. And then I definitely underestimated the amount of cabbage and onions I was chopping, so I will have to rehome those, but that will be for supper tomorrow night. And really, that's it. It took about 45 minutes and got at least 5 meals worth of fresh veggies, and I'm able to bless my family because I was efficient and doing healthy food and fresh stuff. Then I'm also able to bless Monica's family because as long as I'm making stuff, I may as well make stuff for somebody else too. It's really not that much more difficult to double or triple your efforts. As long as you have everything out, you may as well just get it done, rip off the Band-Aid, get it done, and then you have time to go do other things that are calling your name. So I hope you found this helpful and maybe inspirational to say, hey, you know what? If that crazy lady can do it, maybe I can too. So next time you pick up an onion or whatever your go-to veggies are, think to yourself if you're gonna use it again in the next day or two, and maybe just do all your chopping at once. It will make your life easier, hopefully, and allow you to serve others more because you have more time and more capacity to do so. So thanks for watching.